Okay, so here you have broccoli spears. There you have onions, which I'm going to cut up a little more onions because I love onions. And there's cabbage, which has been cored, cut, shredded, and also washed. So all these has been washed. So always wash your vegetables really great and good. So what I have on the stove is, of course, my cast iron skillet. And let's see, we have my cast iron skillet with a little bit of the water, a fourth water in there. So we're going to turn that on and let that heat up, and we're going to put in there our butter. So I use real butter, the stick of butter, but because I'm out, I'm improvising. So I'm going to use a little oil this time because that's all Miss Darlene got. So we're going to do that. And again, I'm working with one hand, so it's going to be hard for me to really maneuver around the way I want to with this phone. Of course, got to work with the clean hand. The other hand holds the phone. Both hands clean, but only one can touch the food. So we're going to put you on pause, and we'll be right back. All right. Okay, here we go. So there we go. The cabbage has cooked down. I was able to put the rest of it in there. And I put my onions. And as you can see, we have the bell peppers, both the green and the orange. And I tell y'all, it would be nice if I had me some mushrooms going here. So now I'm going to add, since I don't want it mushy. I don't like mushy cabbage, and I don't like it when it's too hard. Some people like it firm. I just don't. So I'm going to add my broccoli spears in there, and I like to leave some of my stalks on there, and I gotta watch this eye too. So anyway, I'm going to add some of that so I can cook with that and get a little tender. Like I said, I don't want it mushy. I'm going to add a lot. Some of the tender ones. You hear that cooking, y'all? Y'all hear that? So it's on medium. So we're going to cover that up. And we're going to let that do its thing. And we'll be back. Okay. So while the cabbage and that is still cooking, I'm going to go on to my meats. So again, I got some chicken breast, which has been washed. And also I had to pound it. So you get one of those meat pallets, or of course, I have to go old school and do the way you did before meat pallets came out. So I beat it with a knife to tender it, because it's sort of thick. So here we go. So what I'm going to do I'm going to try to do this with one hand, and let's see here. So I left my salt and pepper way over there. So let's see, we're going to come around here. So just I'm going to move around here. Get my salt and my pepper, y'all. I'm sorry, but just got to do that. Just come on around. And here we go. Okay, so I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on there. So you see, I don't want it, let's see if it's coming out. Okay, I don't want it salty. I just want it seasoned. And so we're going to season it. And the way I like to do mine on both sides. Okay. I'm going to season a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to I do my black pepper. Okay. So I'm going to put my black pepper on there. And you can do this to taste, just however you like it. Okay. Then we're going to do, I have some cumin. This is what I do with my chicken. And we're not going to forget the, what was it? Oh, my ginger and stuff to stop. Then I add a little allspice. Just a little allspice on my chicken. You don't want a lot of allspices. You don't want it to taste like that. You just want it to have a little bit of, something. To give it a little flavor. And I also do that when I when I fry my chicken in coconut oil and or ghee butter or grapeseed oil with the coconut flour, my mixture of gluten-free. So what I do, I also use a little bit, I use this in my flour as well. So this is my own little thing. So I put a little bit of mustard in mine. Just a little bit of mustard. I'm going to rub that in there. Okay, hold on, let me wash my hand off. Y'all, this is so difficult trying to do this with one hand. So, okay, so we did that. Now we're going to do, so we did the cumin. So now we're going to do a little coriander. I told you I like to flavor my chicken. So we're going to do a little coriander. It comes out. Now I guess if I was frying this a little bit, I would do like maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of each or 1/2 teaspoon or something like that. And then we're going to do, got a little bit in here, a little chili powder. I'll do a little chili powder. Like I said, I'm not doing nothing to overpower anything, just enough to give it some flavor, some zing, and all that good stuff. And then we have put another brand. This is my paprika. So we're going to put a little paprika in there. Okay, because I like a little spice or what have you. Then we're going to add a little bit of thyme. This is the way I do my chicken. If I had some red pepper, I would add red pepper in there. So then we're going to do some ginger. Then I'm going to add a little bit turmeric in there. And then I'm going to place my onions on top. So then I'm going to come right back. Before I do that, we're going to go over here and we're going to look at our cabbage. That. It's about ready, y'all. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's about ready. Like I said, I do not want my broccoli to be mushy, and I don't like my cabbage mushy. I like it with just a little snap. And so we're gonna make sure that the stalks of the broccoli is a little tender. We don't want it overcooked because you cook the nutrients out, y'all. So we don't want that. You see how bright and pretty that color is right there? Okay, so that's about ready to cut off. I'm going to cut that off in a few. So isn't that beautiful? Look at that color. Wow. Okay. So there we go. So let me get my ginger and stuff, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So I done put a little bit of ginger, because you know I use my Bacay's ginger. And I put my onions on top, so we done season it with the salt, with a little allspice, with a little uh, thyme, with a little chili powder, with a little cumin, with a little mustard powder, and a little, let's see, cumin seed, and paprika, black pepper to taste. And I like mine spicy. So here we go. Finished product with the red bell peppers on it and the onions. But I used up my garlic, so I didn't have any garlic powder or anything. So there you go. So this is fixing to go into the oven as our, ta-da, that's finished. That is finished. So that's done. We're going to put this in the oven on 350. And I put a little, just a little bit of water in the bottom of the chicken, because I like to have me some juice in there. So we're going to let it cook on 350 until it's good and tender and ready to come out. All right. So we'll see you back after the chicken come out the oven. Good eating, y'all.